Hi everyone. Today I'm chatting to A&B Group CEO Viresh about what it is that makes this company a special place to work for. And one of those things are the fact that we have an ethos that pulls us together, and we are chatting about why is it important to have an ethos.
Charlene, A&B is a business with different people. People in different parts of the world. We have people working in Spain, in Chile, in the USA, and also different parts of the country, in the Limpopo and Mpumalanga area and Western Cape. These people come from different backgrounds, they have different culture, but they're all contributing towards a very powerful business, a very special business. So a message that unifies them, that keeps them together, that makes them believe that we're working towards a common goal, I think is important for us. So that is what we're trying to do with Growing for Gold.
So we know it's growing for gold, but what's the meaning behind the words we use there, growing for gold?
Absolutely. I think for me, Growing for Gold, my dream for that is to be a unifying message for our people. Both as a encouragement to do better, but also a challenge to our people to, when times are bad, to encourage them to pick their heads up and keep on trying. So in terms of the message, it has different parts. It has the growing part and it has the gold part. So if you think about growing, for us, we do different types of growing. Firstly, we grow people. We bring different types of people into the business. We support them with bursaries, with internships. We create challenges for them and opportunities for them. Then we grow mindsets. I think with people, with the challenges that they face, with the different opportunities, they develop as individuals and their worldview changes. So we grow mindsets as people. Then if you look at it more from an economic perspective, as A&B, we set up and we develop businesses. So we have different businesses, from cultivar businesses to genetics businesses, then nurseries and packing businesses. Then also we grow markets. We develop new markets for products like seedless lemons, mandarins in China, mandarins in Woolworths. So all of these aspects contribute towards growing. And then more practically, of course, you're very familiar with the trees that we grow. We grow trees on our farms, we grow trees in our nurseries. And that also speaks to growing. Then there's the gold side. So I think all of us are familiar with gold as a symbol of achievement. When we think about achieving the gold medal in the Olympics, we think about the shiny gold symbol. We talk about being number one, we think about gold. And I think with that, it's a symbol of victory. It's a symbol of achievement, and it's an end point. So gold is where we want to be. And we also speak about our golden way of doing work at A&B, where it's not just about doing business, it's about how you do business, it's about being transparent, being respectful, and the feeling that people get when they do business with us, a sense of professionalism, a sense of, I want to do business with this company. So gold is also about our golden way. So bringing it together, Growing for Gold is really about a journey. Growing for Gold is a journey. And just like gold that goes through a process to be developed into a shiny product, it's mined, it's pounded, it's put through extreme heat, and then cold, and then molded. It's not an easy process. It's a process where different people handle the gold. Extremes are part of the process, but then the outcome is worth it. So Growing for Gold for us as a business represents the journey for our people and the journey for our businesses, from a process of, rather from a place of, say, discomfort or being a rough diamond, to a process where through our interventions and our challenges that we put in before them, they achieve and get to gold. So growing for gold is the journey that the people at A&B go through.
So if we say we are growing for gold, how does each employee practically live that out in every day at work?
I think we create situations and opportunities and businesses that allow people to express themselves. And I think for each of the employees looking at the video and looking at our business, to challenge themselves, to take advantage of the opportunities that we present, look at the challenges in front of the business, and to give your best and be part of our journey, be part of our Growing for Gold journey.
Varesh, I once heard you explain why you feel this is the perfect place for you to be. What is behind you? You mentioned being world class. What is behind that for you?
When we start being world class, we are open to being uncomfortable, open to be challenged, and not running away from it. So, and that for me has three different components. It's about building people and teams. It's about challenging norms and asking questions respectfully. And then it's about excellence and living excellence. So the first part of it, building people and teams, is about courageous conversations, about seeing within yourself and seeing in others whether they're actually doing their best, and challenging them in a respectful way. What are you doing your best? You have always a choice of standing back and let it be and ignoring it, but on the other side, engaging with that conversation and taking the process forward. So I think people tend to always underestimate what they're capable of. So part of growing people and growing teams is to see the specialness in others and to inspire them to achieve their specialness. So for me, building people and teams is about that. What can we achieve together, rather than focusing on our position, focusing on being defensive, seeing the outcome and challenging each other to achieve those outcomes together. Then the second part of it for me is about challenging norms. I think challenging norms is important to create new opportunities and to identify ideas. If you look at great ideas in the world, they've always started with asking a question. Now, asking a question is great, but how you ask the question is important. So for me, it's about asking the question without people feeling alienated, without them feeling bullied, without them feeling they're being discriminated against. So doing it in a respectful way and creating an environment where people are open to asking each other questions. People are open to ask, is there a better way of doing this? Or is there a more smarter way of doing this? And how can we learn from our mistakes? So that's the important part of challenging norms. And we need to be always challenging norms as a business, because great ideas comes from challenging norms. Then the last part for me about world class is excellence. So excellence, I like what Aristotle says. Aristotle says excellence is a habit, not an act. So it's something we live every day. It's something we live when we look in the mirror and ask ourselves, did you do your best today? And it goes into different parts of our lives. Did you treat your loved ones in the right way? Did you treat your colleagues in the right way? Excellence is important because it requires self-reflection. It requires making yourself vulnerable to others, and also making yourself vulnerable to yourself, because as you know, you are your own worst taskmaster. And we are most disappointed with ourselves when we deceive ourselves. So excellence is not an easy journey. It's a very difficult journey, waking up and facing yourself in the morning and knowing that did you give off your best to you, to yourself and to others around you. But excellence is where growth lives. And that's the space I would like to see our people at A&B live in.
Short follow-up question on that, on being world-class. Do you think we are world-class?
I think in what we are doing and the questions we're asking ourselves and the way we challenge ourselves, we are striving to be world-class. And that gives me a lot of faith for the businesses we operate in. It gives me a lot of faith for the people that we're employing. And I think to be continually relevant as a business, to be relevant to our customers, and to be an employer of choice where people want to work with us and be challenged with us, I think we must be continually striving to be world class. And it's certainly something I believe we are doing, and it's an important job for each and every one of us. But it's not just about me or you, Charlene. Every person in the business has got to believe that and has got to come to the party and live world class. So, and it's everyone every day.